Well, this is definitely some different scenery from the plow tractor. Welcome back to Lynn Farms. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the plow video. If you guys haven't seen that video, go back to my last video. It's the ending of plowing. We are strip tilling now. We're doing some strip tilling. I don't know, not everybody does this, but for the last, I don't know, I'd say at least 8 years, maybe even more than that, we've been doing this strip tilling. I know a lot of people like out east, they'll do it with dry fertilizer during the fall. We use liquid fertilizer, which is why we have these tanks on the tractor. Hold up, we're gonna have to turn around here. See if I can do this semi one-handed. It's a little rough there, hang on. Alrighty, well, it's kind of hard to see the strips in this field because it's just all dirt. This was old, this was beat ground last year, so it's been ripped up and it's kind of hard to see the strips out here. But we've been doing this for the last so many years. I think it does a great job of making a seed bed, and that helps for planting. Makes some nice soft dirt for the root and the seed to grow. We're also putting down some liquid fertilizer, I don't know, probably 8 inches down. That's for when the seed starts growing and the root down, it'll hit that fertilizer layer and it'll give it a growth spurt. So we've been doing that for the last several years. I think it's helped build up our soil. You can really tell that it's not just disappearing for every year, you know? Like, we're actually building the soil because, like in our wheat ground, we obviously didn't strip till it before we planted wheat. So that would have been strip till marks from last year or several years before. When you look into our wheat, you can quite literally see a green spot every row. Wherever the strip till is gone, there's a green pass of wheat, and then in the ditches it's still green, but just not as dark, healthy of a green. And in some places you'll actually even see it a little bit taller of wheat. So that tells me that what we're doing here is good for the soil, good for the crop, good for yields at the end of the year. So this is our first step into planting. We always got to prepare the ground, which will include disking, field cultivating, plowing, that sort of thing. And then we go into strip tilling, which is step 2. That's what we're doing right now. And then we'll plant right after that. Well, not right after, but that's the next step in the process. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. We're going to try and just keep it less talking. Nobody wants to hear me talk. We're just going to get to the action here. Well, it's another successful day without having to use the Pythagorean theorem. We did have to use some math, but not much. We ended up with just about 90 gallons left in these tanks as I got this field done. That is pretty much perfect for me, so we don't want to move the tractor down the road with too much fertilizer on it. It's rough on tires, probably going to be bad on tanks, on the framework of the tanks also sloshing around, so we try to keep them as empty as we can going down the road. But yeah, we got this field done, so we're moving out to the next field, and that'll be the rest of our beet acres right there. We've been doing a little bit of everything right now, but the field I'm going to now is the last field for beets. But before I go, I think I'm going to stop at the shop and clean this thing out. It's not running very level with the fertilizer, so I think we're going to go through it and make sure it's cleaned out. Autumn dog, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? And then you got the boomers. Get down, boomer. Both of you. You might be wondering, if you haven't been around farming or around Striptills, you just might be wondering, well, Tristan, how the heck does that thing work? Well, I'll show you here. So, we use an Orthman Striptill, and obviously the reason why it's called a Striptill is because you're only doing tillage in strips. Wow, I know. It's like kindergarten again. I know. I'm sorry. That's terrible. Anyways, so first thing first, this is called your depth band. So this wheel rides on the ground, and that's controlling our depth of each unit. This is just a disc to slice. If you have something really soddy like wheat ground or something, this is going to cut and make it easier for the shank to go in. Now you got your trash rippers. Since we've been out in gravel, or not gravel, well, we kind of have gravel out there, but since we've been out in like beet ground, stuff without a lot of trash, we've got these pulled up pretty high. So they're just out of the way. They're skimming a little bit, but not much. And then you got your shank. This is the main, this is the business end of the stick right here. You can see we've got a couple of hoses coming down. These are our fertilizer lines. And there is a spout right here and another one clear at the bottom. And so these are going into the ground. This one's about 3 or 4 inches, and then this is about 8 inches. Then you've got your closing wavy discs. These wavy discs are set at an angle to close that trench back up, because this will open it up real wide, and you don't want to leave that open. So you close it back up with these, and then you got your rolling baskets on the back. These just help smooth everything out and make everything pretty. These are making a beautiful seed bed for our planters and the seed to grow bigger and better. These units have the spring trip on them. If you couldn't tell, we've got plenty of rocks. So when the shank hits a big rock, it'll trip this whole thing, and the springs will push it right back in. That way we aren't breaking shear bolts all the time. These are great and very, very much needed on this unit. Now the reason why I stopped at the shop is because we've got these sight glasses, and these show every single row how much fertilizer is going through them. Well, this is the central manifold here, and it's supposed to spread everything evenly, and it's not. And it looks like it's dripping some. So I want to clean this up, take it all apart, and see if I can figure out why, or at least fix our leak. At the very least, I want to fix the leak. So we're going to tear into that And then we're going to move fields. And we'll see if I need some more. If not, this is probably going to be the end of the video. So, thank you guys for watching this video. It's a beautiful day out here, but it sounds like next week's going to be terrible. So, not really sure what we're going to get into then, but we'll figure it out as we go. So, thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you guys anything, and I'm really trying to keep posting some more videos this year. So, go subscribe. Thank you guys. Come back next time.